Max Manning, Dr. Cyclops. He formed the second part of a great 1-2 punch on the starting pitching staff of the Newark Eagles. The two, Leon Day and Max Manning together, were 22-4, as the Newark Eagles were 54-23 and 3 ties, or 24 losses and 3 ties for the 46th season. Rufus Lewis, the third pitcher, was also very good for the Newark Eagles. Manning was a tall 6'4" pitcher. He pitched sidearm. He had a good fastball. He did later hurt his arm and lost quite a bit of his velocity. Max Manning, much like Leon Day, didn't pitch much during World War II. They were both actively involved. Leon Day, as we said yesterday, stormed Utah Beach on D-Day invasion. And Manning was a driver in the Red Ball Express for 2 years, supplying General Patton's 3rd Army and the 101st Airborne Division. So 1946 happened, and Manning lost his first decision, but he went on to win 15 straight games against all competition. He went 2-1 in the 1946 World Series against the Kansas City Monarchs. And after this season of 46, he joined the Satchel Paige All-Stars Barnstorming Tour and played against Bob Feller's All-Stars for the Barnstorming season of 1946. Manning also pitched in the Winter League successfully. He pitched in Cuba. He pitched in Mexico. After he retired, he was very wise. He put his GI Bill to use and taught in the New Jersey school system for 28 years after graduating from Glassboro State University. Manning and the Newark Eagles take on Murray Dixon and the St. Louis Cardinals for Game 2 of the 1946 Super Series. Hi everybody, this is Apba Brian and Apba Baseball Classics, bringing to you Game 2 of the Super Series between the champions of the Negro Leagues, the Newark Eagles, and the champions of the Major Leagues, the St. Louis Cardinals. The Eagles took Game 1, and that moves the record of the Negro League champions to 5-10, as the Major Leagues have been dominating this series thus far. The Eagles are trying to turn that around. Here's your starting lineups. Pat Patterson will lead off and play third base. James Wilkes in center field. Larry Doby is second base. Monty Irvin is at shortstop. Leonard Pearson is at first base. John Cherokee Davis is in left field. Charles Ruffin, catcher. Bob Harvey in right field. And Max Dr. Cyclops Manning is on the mound. He's a BYZ pitcher. Starting for the Redbirds, Terry Moore is in center field and leading off. Red Changes at second base. Stan Musial at first base. Enos Country Slaughter is playing right field. Whitey Karofsky at third base. Joe Torre is the catcher. Harry the Hat Walker in left field. Marty Marion is the shortstop. Murray Dixon on the mound. He is a BZ pitcher. Let's play ball. We'll read the black die. Actually, not going with those two colors. Hold on a second. Oh, we'll read the red die first and the white die second. Here's the first pitch of the ball game. 56 is popped up into the air to the shortstop, Marty Marion. 1 down. Marion is a tall shortstop for the Cardinals, 6'2", but probably the best defensive shortstop of his era. Here's James Seabiscuit Wilkes. 43 is a ground ball back to Murray Dixon. Flips it over to first. 2 up and 2 down for the Newark Eagles. And now Larry Doby, Hall of Famer, second baseman for the Eagles. They've got a Hall of Fame middle infield between Larry Doby and Monty Irvin. 23 is a fly ball to Enos Slaughter in right field, and Country Slaughter puts it away. 3 up and 3 down for the Eagles. We go to the bottom of the first. No score with the Cardinals coming to bat. Terry Moore steps into the box for the Cardinals, an aggressive player, a smart player. And 1-3 is a base on balls to Terry Moore, a fast runner at first base. There's a lot of moving parts to Max Manning's motion. He's 6'4", but he has a Z modifier. He has good control. Here is Red Shane Deets. 6'2" is a roller back to the pitcher, Max Manning, or Y. Manning's got the Y. It's going to be a strikeout. What a Y. Here's Stan Musial. There's a ball hit by Musial on the nose. 25 is going to be a triple for Stan Musial, and the Cardinals are on the board. Terry Moore scores 1-0 St. Louis. This is a best-of-3 series. Cardinals must win today. Enos Slaughter steps into the box. (5-3) is a 16. The Eagles are fielding column 2, and that's a hit by pitch ball. We don't know if that was on purpose. We're going to roll and see if there's going to be a brawl. I'll take doubles. Nope. Slaughter takes first. First and third, one down. Here's the third baseman, Whitey Karofsky. (14) is a fly ball to left field. That's going to be deep enough to score Musial. Sacrifice fly. Cardinals take a 2-0 lead in the first. Joe Garagiola, the catcher. And 42 is a 36. That could be a trouble. That's a wild pitch. Runner goes to second. So Slaughter's on second in scoring position. Wait a minute. That's correct. Here we go. 32 is a ground ball to second base. Larry Doby throws to first. That closes out the first inning. The Cardinals take a 2-0 lead as we go to the top of the second. Monty Irvin out of Hillsburg, Alabama, leads off the top of the second for the Eagles. 32 is a ground ball to second base. Red Shane Deets throws out Monty Irvin, one down. Here's Leonard Pearson. Big guy, 6'2", 200 pounds. That's one thing Max Manning mentioned in an interview, which I played about a year ago on the channel. He said he wasn't familiar with the Newark Eagles and not familiar with the Negro Leagues when he was contacted by their owner, Abe Manley. And Manley asked him how he wanted to play, feel about pitching for the Eagles. And he said that would be fine. And they got on the bus to go to Miami. And on the bus, he noticed, the first thing he noticed was how big the Eagles players were. Guys like Leonard Pearson, who's 6'2". Bismacki was still with the team. He was a manager and still playing a little bit. He was 6'1", 235. Bob Harvey was a big guy. And Max Manning himself he said he was 6'4", but about 175 pounds, dripping wet. Here is Leonard Pearson stepping into the box. One down. And 44 to Lenny Pearson is a fly ball to center field. Terry Moore is under it and makes the catch. Here's John Cherokee Davis. Played outfield and pitched in yesterday's game. 46 is a ground ball to third base. Whitey Karofsky has it. 3 outs. And we go to the bottom of the second. Cardinals 2, the Eagles nothing. Harry the Hat Walker leads off for St. Louis. 1-2 is a ground ball to second base. And that play is made by Larry Doby. Marty Marion's turn to bat. Based on balls. That's the second walk that Max Manning has given up, and he's hit a batter. Marion goes to first. One away. Here's the pitcher, Murray Dixon. Swinging away, and it's going to be a base hit to right field. Marion will go to third. Cardinals have men on the corners. Terry Moore. I think the Eagles will go ahead and play the infield back, try to get a double play. First and third, here's the pitch to Terry Moore. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field, deep enough to score Marion. 3-0 Cardinals. Red Shandies. 2-2 is going to be a single, first and third. Single to right field. And with 2 outs, Cardinals might not be through just yet. Stan Musial, 365 hitter in 1946. Here's the pitch to Musial with 2 away. All right, that's a 7 against the B pitcher. That's a fly out to center field, caught by James Wilkes, and that'll end the inning. Dixon doesn't get past third, and we go to the top of the third. Cardinals 3, and the Newark Eagles nothing. Charles Ruffin, the catcher, leads off for the Newark Eagles. They're looking for their first hit in the game. 41 is a ground ball to shortstop. Marty Marion scoops it up and throws across to Stan Musial. 1 away. Here's Bob Harvey. Pop up to shortstop. Marty Marion calls for it near the mound and makes the catch. 2 down, and now here's the pitcher, Max Manning. 1-6 is a ground ball to shortstop. Marion makes all 3 defensive plays in the inning. We go to the bottom of the third. St. Louis 3, Newark nothing. Enos Country Slaughter leads off the bottom of the third inning for the Cardinals. He was a lifetime 300 hitter. He lost 3 years to World War II, or he would have had 3,000 hits in his career. But he is definitely a Hall of Famer, a deserving Hall of Famer. Was well known for his hustle. His current manager, Eddie Dyer, also managed him in the minor leagues. And one time Slaughter grounded out in the minor leagues, and he slowed down and more or less walked back to the dugout after running to first base. And Dyer asked him if he was tired, and if he was tired, he could surely get him some help. From that point on, Slaughter decided he would always run from the time he stepped out of the dugout to the time he got back to the dugout. Here's the pitch to Enos Country Slaughter. 6-4 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Second strikeout for Max Manning. 1 away. Here's Whitey Karofsky. That's a hit column roll for Karofsky. He's got a little bit of power. 26 is going to be a double. I'll put the runners on second a little bit over here so we can see that there's a man on second. The catcher, Joe Garagiola. 1-3 is a base on balls. First and second, Cardinals have not exactly been a mystery, or at least Manning's not been a mystery to the Cardinals. Here's the pitch to Harry Walker. 54, fly ball to right field, and that is caught by Harvey. 2 outs. Here's Marty Marion. And 26 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Cardinals go down in the third. They lead 3-0. It's been 9 up and 9 down for Murray Dixon. Here's the pitch to Pat Patterson. 44 is a first hit for the Eagles. A bouncing ball into the hole past second base. Patterson is average speed at first. Here's Seabiscuit Wilkes. It's a pop-up to third base. Whitey Kowalski calls for it and makes the catch. 1 down. Larry Doby. Doby in 221 league at bats hit .339. Here's the pitch to the second baseman. 1-5 is going to be a single lifted to left center field. Patterson goes to third. Doby's at first. And that 11 could mean a steal on the next pitch. Ruffin's a good defensive catcher. His rating is 9, 11 through 26. If he tries to steal, we'll get Doby out. Let's see, he is going to try to steal. Here he goes. Here's the throw. Doby steals second. Second and third, 1 down. So ducks are on the pond for Monty Irvin. Irvin had a little higher average than Doby. He hit .363. Infield will play back. Here's the pitch to Monty Irvin, 1-5. And that's an 11 for Irvin. And that will advance the runners 1 base. So Patterson scores, Doby goes to third. RBI. Newark's on the board. It's 3-1. And Irvin could steal on the next pitch, and he's going to try. Here's the throw. 45. He will be safe. Second and third. Again, now here's Lenny Pearson. Lenny Pearson had .310 in 1946 and was tied with Johnny Davis for the most home runs on the Eagles. Here's the pitch to Pearson. Infield's still playing back. 36 is a walk. That'll load the bases. So until now, it had been smooth sailing for Murray Dixon. Here is John Cherokee Davis, 1 down. Bases loaded. Can Johnny Davis put a quarter in a merry-go-round? Here's the pitch. 41 is a 2-4. A ground ball to Marty Marion, who flips to Shane Dace to Musial. That's a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. Couldn't come at a better time for Murray Dixon. It preserves the lead to 3-1. We go to the bottom of the 4th. All right, a grateful Murray Dixon steps into the box for St. Louis. 41 is a 28 ground ball to the Eagles shortstop, Monty Irvin. Throws to Leonard Pearson at first. 1 down. Terry Moore. One, 2 is going to be a ground out to second base. 2 outs. Red Shane Dietz. And 56 is a Y. That's a strikeout. 3 up and 3 down for the Cardinals. And Max Manning has now retired 5 in a row. We go to the top of the 5th. St. Louis 3 and Newark 1. The pitcher for the Cardinals today, Murray Dixon, is from a small town in Missouri, Tracy, Missouri, which is between here and a town I go to quite often because it's like an 1850s style town, Weston, Missouri. It's actually due north of Kansas City, northwest actually of Kansas City, and directly north of Leavenworth. And the story is, on Murray Dixon, he was pitching in 1933. When he was young, he was pitching against a prison team in Leavenworth Prison on Memorial Day, 1933, when a local gangster named Wilbur Underhill grabbed the warden in the crowd, and somehow he had gotten a gun, and through that was able to, him and his gang, escape Leavenworth Prison. This was the same gang that Frank Nash, who was killed in the Union Station Massacre in Kansas City in 1933, belonged to. And that's a whole blog in itself. Maybe I'll talk about that tomorrow. All right, here is Charles Ruffin in the top of the fifth. 2-2 roll, Ruffin. That's going to be a leadoff single for the catcher. And that will get the potential tying run to the plate and outfielder Bob Harvey. Ground ball to third base. Whitey Karofsky throws to first. It's his only play. Ruffin is able to get to second. One away. And now the pitcher, Max Manning. All right, Manning's got a bat, and he can swing it. 261 hitter in 1946. Runner in scoring position. Here's the pitch. 5-5. That's at 8. Runner on second. It'd be a ground ball to the pitcher. And Ruffin goes to third. So 2 outs. Here's Pat Patterson. 1 for 2. Has scored a run. 46 is going to be a fly ball to right field. Enos Slaughter puts it away. 3 outs. The Eagles don't score. They strand Ruffin at third. At the bottom of the fifth, Cardinals 3 and the Eagles 1. All right, Stan Musial steps into the box from the left, swings from the left side. He's 2 for 5 in the series with a triple and an RBI. 5-3 is a 19. That's a ground ball to third base. And Patterson boots it. That's going to be an error on the third baseman. Musial's at first. Average speed. Here is Country Slaughter. .36 is not a ball. It's not a walk. It's 2 balls and no strikes. He's got the Z modifier. And 51 is a ground ball to third base. Musial will go to third. Slaughter is out at first. Musial will go to second. Here's Karofsky. .32 is a ground ball to second base. Musial goes to third. Here's Joe Garagiola. And 3-4 is a fly ball to center field. Seabiscuit Wiltz has it. And 3 outs. We go to the top of the sixth. The Cardinals 3 and the Eagles 1. James Seabiscuit Wilkes, who made that last catch, leads off the 6th inning. Here's the pitch from Murray Dixon. 53 is a 16. Fielding column 1 for the Cardinals. That's going to be a fly out to center fielder Terry Moore, who makes a great catch. 1 away. Larry Doby. .35 is a fly ball to center field. Also, that's Terry Moore again. 2 outs. Now Monty Irvin. Dixon is a small pitcher. He's 5'10", 166. His manager called him Thomas Edison too, because he was always inventing things on the mound, and it just had lots of ways to get you out. Here's the pitch from the right-hander Dixon. 53 is a 19, and with 2 outs, that's a ground out to third base. 5-3, 3 up and 3 down. Go to the bottom of the sixth, still 3-1 St. Louis. Harry the Hat Walker leads off the bottom of the 6th inning. He was the brother of Dixie Walker, who was a very good Major League ball player. He got a Bronze Star in World War II. He's in the 65th Infantry Division with a reconnaissance unit. He had a lot of close calls. Said he was in combat for about 500 miles. Here's the pitch from Max Manning to Harry Walker. Had an off year, by the way, hit 237 and 46, but got back to his pre-war abilities in 47 and won the National League Championship with a 363 batting average. 55 is a fly ball to center field. Walker's out, first out in the bottom of the 6th. Here's Slats Marion. 3-2 is a ground ball to second base. Larry Doby throws out Marty Marion. There's two down. Here's Murray Dixon. And after struggling in the first 2 innings, Max Manning has really settled down. He's allowed only 1 hit and a walk. Here's the pitch to Dixon. Oh, that's going to be a hit throw there. 7. Base hit by the pitcher, Murray Dixon. Terry Moore. 2 outs. That's a ground ball to Larry Doby at second. He'll go the short way to get Dixon at second. Fielder's choice for the 3rd out. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Cardinals 3 and the Eagles 1. This inning is a point of fatigue for Murray Dixon and Max Manning. 3 things happen bad. Their grade will go down. We're in a low-scoring game we haven't had one for quite a while. We've had a lot of high-scoring games. This game strikes me as being kind of refreshing. Here's the pitch to Leonard Pearson, 6'5", popped up behind home and caught by Joe Garagiola, 1 away. Here's Cherokee Davis. 0 for 2, rolled into a double play. In one of those two, 35-9, that's a base hit for Cherokee Davis. Again, a chance for the Eagles to get the potential tie and run to the plate. Here's the catcher, Charles Ruffin. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. Bob Harvey. That's going to be a base hit, a single in the infield. So 1st and 2nd. And Dr. Cyclops, a 261 hitter, will hit for himself and stay in the game. "4-4 is a ground ball to Whitey Kowalski at 3rd. Throws to 1st. That's the end of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th. The Cards 3 and the Eagles 1. Here's Red Shandies. 52. Hit hard to 3rd base. Caught by Pat Patterson to throw to 1st. 1 away. Nice play by Pat Patterson. Here's Stan Musial. Base on balls. Musial throws away the bat, trots to 1st. He'll take the free pass. Enos Slaughter. 6-5 is a pop-up over toward the home dugout. Throwing off his mask and getting there is Charles Ruffin. He makes the catch. Whitey Kowalski. 5-2 is a ground out to 3rd. We go to the 8th. Cardinals 3 and the Eagles 1. All right, important inning for the Eagles. They're down by 2 runs. They are starting at the top of their order. Pat Patterson, James Wilkes, and Larry Doby. 2-2 roll. That's a hit column roll for Pat Patterson. And 42 is going to be a leadoff double and a successful start to the inning for the Eagles. Here is James Wilkes. They're not going to want to give up any outs and sacrifice here. They've only got 6 precious outs left. Here's the pitch to Wilkes. Let's see if he can move the runner somehow. 9, that's going to move the runner. That's a base hit over second base. Pat Patterson will score on the RBI. It is 3-2. That's all for Ray Dixon. Eddie Dyer is going to bring in Ted Wilkes. He's a grade B pitcher, no modifiers. And he's got a runner at first with nobody out, and Larry Doby coming to bat. Five, that's a 7, and that's a base hit to right field. Wilkes will go all the way to third. He's fast. First and third. And the Eagles are threatening to take over this game. Here's Monty Irvin. Two roll. That's a double for Irvin. And that clears the bases. And the Eagles, for the first time in the game, have the lead. 2 RBIs for Monty Irvin. And it is now 4-3 Newark. Still no outs. Lenny Pearson comes to bat. That's a base on balls. There is an asterisk after the 14, which means he could steal if second base was open, but it's not open. Cherokee Davis. Ted Wilkes worked 1 inning yesterday. It was I believe, a clean inning. But it's struggling today. Here is Cherokee Davis. There's the pitch. 3-2 is a 26 that's popped up on the infield. The second baseman, Red Shandies, is under it and calls for it. He makes the catch. First out of the 8th inning. Here's Charles Ruffin. Ground ball to the pitcher. He whirls and throws to short. Throw back to first. 1-6-3, inning double play. But the Newark Eagles score 3 runs in the 8th and take a 4-3 lead. The catcher, Joe Garagiola, leads off the last of the 8th. Cardinals are down by a penny. 23 is a roller to second base. Thrown over to first. Larry Doby throws to first. 1 out. Harry Walker. Here they have Walker is 0 for 3 today. 6-5. He's going to be 0 for 4. He pops out to the catcher. Ruffin makes the catch. 2 outs. Marty Marion. And 6-1 is a 22. That's going to be a ground ball to Leonard Pearson at first base. He flips to Manning covering. 3-1. That's the end of the 8th. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Newark Eagles 4 and the St. Louis Cardinals 3. All right, Ted Wilkes returns to pitch the 9th inning, and Bob Harvey steps in the box for the Newark Eagles. Base hit for Bob Harvey. He's 2 for 4. Max Manning will try to pitch a complete game. He stays in there. Another head. They might think about bunting. Manning is 0 for 3 today. He's going to sacrifice. There's the pitch to Max Manning. 54 is a 32. The runner is out, thrown out by Whitey Karofsky, 5-4. A successful bunt sacrifice. Sends Harvey to second. Here's Pat Patterson, the leadoff hitter. One 6 is a ground ball to the shortstop. That'll hold the runner at second. Marion throws to first. 2 outs. James Wilkes. Like to get a hit here and increase that lead. He's 1 for 4. 2-4. It's not going to happen. So swing and a miss, strike 3. We go to the bottom of the 9th. The Newark Eagles 4 and the St. Louis Cardinals 3. All right, Max Manning returns to the mound, completes his warm-up tosses, picks up the rosin bag. He's going to be ready to pitch to Dick Sisler. He's the son of the famous Hall of Fame first baseman for the St. Louis Browns, George Sisler. Dick himself was kind of more of a journeyman player, played regularly for 4 years, 48 through 51 with the Philadelphia Phillies, and his claim to fame was last game of the season for the Whiz Kids, hit a 10th inning 3-run home run that gave Philadelphia the pennant in 1950. He'd like to do some similar heroics here. His team is down by 1 and they need to score in order to stay alive in this series. Here's the pitch from Max Manning to Dick Sisler. 4-6 is going to be a fly ball deep to left. Going back for it is Davis at the track, at the wall, and makes the catch. 1 down. So Sisler made a bid. Top of the order now, and Terry Moore. .46, that's a ground ball back to Max Manning. He snags it, throws to first. Just 1 out to get. That's Hall of Famer Red Shandies, who's followed by Musial, so it's not going to be easy. There's the windup and the pitch from Max Manning to Red Shandies. 34 is a fly ball to center field. That'll be caught by James Wilkes, and he's got it. 3 outs. That's the ball game. The final score: the Newark Eagles eliminate the 1946 St. Louis Cardinals in this series. Beat them 2-0. The score 4-3. We'll be back with the wrap-up. All right, for the Eagles, they scored 4 runs on 11 hits and committed 1 error. The St. Louis Cardinals scored 3 runs on 5 hits and no errors. Winning pitcher was Max Manning. Had a rough start first 2 innings, gave up all 3 runs in those innings, but he settled down and finished through 9 innings, and gave up 3 runs. So he pitched a complete game. He's a winning pitcher. Murray Dixon takes the loss. 7 innings pitched, 4 earned runs. And Ted Wilkes came on in relief and gave 2 innings with no runs allowed for the Cardinals. There were no home runs in the game. And the star of today's game is the shortstop, Monty Irvin, 2 for 4 with a single and a double and 3 RBIs plus a stolen base. Monty Irvin is today's star of the game. Most fans know Monty Irvin as being with the New York Giants. Helped lead them to the 1951 World Series with a .312 average and I think 24 homers. And then he hit .329 and 54 and got them back to the World Series in 1954 with I think 21 home runs. What we probably don't realize how much he played in the Negro Leagues. He had 11 years of his prime years in the Negro Leagues before he made it to the Major Leagues. So Monty Irvin is today's star of the game. Monday, we'll start a new series. That'll be a Super Series for 1945. The Cleveland Buckeyes against the world champion Detroit Tigers. Join us for that one. Hit the subscribe button if you've not hit it already. You like what you see. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and God bless.